Capricorn, let's get straight into your reading. If you're confused about anything, then please read my description box and my pinned comment below, especially if you're new to tarot. If you're cross-watching for a Capricorn, then just switch over the roles. This is general, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, okay? But it's coming in towards Capricorn, please. Okay. Just coming in towards Capricorn. Just coming in toward Capricorn, please. Interesting. Capricorn, I'm getting a sneaky suspicion that you're trying to do that thing again where you're making as many cards as possible come out. Please behave. Right, so any of the zodiacs that I mentioned, please use your very best discernment, okay? They could be in regards to someone else that you're dealing with, or they could be placements in your own chart, right? So you have the Nine of Coins, Virgo energy, the Four of Swords is Libra, Ten of Wands is Sag, King of Swords is Aquarius, Ten of Cups Pisces, Death Scorpion, Two of Wands Aries. What else for Capricorn, please? Interesting. Okay. The Ace of Swords, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Empress. Taurus, Libra, or Divine Feminine. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hanged Man, as Pisces energy. Okay, right, let's try and make sense of what's going on here for you then. All right. Under there, you have the Page of Cups, as water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and the Star, Aquarius energy. Okay, so with this particular combination, Capricorn, this could be telling me that somebody believes that they owe you an apology with the Star and the Page of Cups. Okay, this is somebody who is trying to make things right with you. They're trying to fix something, or they're trying to make amends as well, right? Now, the Hanged Man, this would indicate that whoever this is, they have seen the situation from your point of view, and they genuinely do believe that they owe you some kind of an apology, right? Cross-watchers, you can reverse that, right? The card that's central to your read is the Ten of Cups, which is all about contentment, happiness, contentment in all areas of your life, right? And this is what you're aiming towards. And I do see that you're very, very close to your goal. Now, I'm looking at the read this way. Nine of Coins, Ten of Cups, and the Empress. So this is saying, and I'm going to be speaking the obvious here with that Nine of Coins, right? You are massively independent. You literally do not need anybody to validate who you are and where you're going in life, right? That being said, there is a struggle here, okay? Because right next to that is the Four of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So it's saying, Capricorn, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help if you feel that you need it, okay? It doesn't mean that you're not independent if you ask for help. It just means that there is something, and there is something that you genuinely do or will be needing help with, okay? Because trying to take on everything by yourself is possibly going to have a knock-on effect for your health. Okay, so be careful about how much you're taking on, especially during the month of December. Okay, listen, there is only so much that one person can do. All right, you cannot possibly be expected to do everything by yourself, so it's okay for you to ask for help, and that's a really, really difficult thing for you to do, is to ask for help, because you are fiercely independent, right? You're being told here to reevaluate these burdens, these responsibilities, and then delegate if and where possible. Okay, otherwise you'll end up in a situation where potentially you do run the risk of hurting yourself, like physically hurting yourself, you know, doing yourself a mischief, as I like to say. Okay, some of you are struggling with problems in your legs, your knees specifically. So again, any kind of heavy lifting, anything like that, you will need help. Or you know, you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you really have injured yourself. Okay, and through pride as well, you know, that's basically the worst way to get an injury, is through your own pride. So yeah, the main message there is it's okay for you to ask for help. Again, going back to this direction here, you're trying to make everything work. You're trying to make everything perfect as well. 9 of Coins, 10 of Cups, and the Empress. There are going to be a couple of unforeseen problems here, where things might not necessarily be perfect, as in reaches your standards of perfection, but in its own way it is still perfect. Okay, so again, be mindful about your version of perfection. Okay, tell me more about that 10 of Cups, please, for Capricorn. The Knight of Coins, yeah, Virgo energy. Slow down, basically. Slow down with this one, okay? Be deliberate in your movements as well, which, I mean, you normally are anyway. I don't know how this other person's fitting into this. Tell me about that King of Swords, please, for Capricorn. You're contemplating something, or someone that you're dealing with is contemplating something. You've got the High Priestess in reverse. It's moon energy, Pisces, Cancerian, possibly, and the King of Wands reversed, possibly Leo, right? Okay, taking action towards something. Somebody, I'm getting the impression here, Capricorn, that either you're itching to take action towards someone, or someone else that you're dealing with is the one that's itching to take action towards you, right? And going by what we've seen here, it's likely relevant to the person that you're dealing with more than the opposite way round. But there is some kind of restriction here, and it could be prior family commitments that is potentially put on hold any plans that they might have had with you. Okay, so this King of Swords is saying that whoever this individual is, they're trying to figure out how to fit everything in to their busy schedule. Again, that could be you. It sounds like something that you would do, Capricorn, because you do tend to overstretch yourself, you know, in a lot of ways, because you're just trying to achieve so much at the same time. There definitely is an element of somebody spreading themselves out too thin and not being able to fit everything into their time scale, something like that. I also do believe that we saw this in the last read that I did for you as well. 2 kings. So possible, but it doesn't have to be a same-sex situation. One of you is very much in the mind, and the other one is feeling very restricted. It could be, if this is a same-sex situation, it could be that your person hasn't yet told their family with the 10 of Cups about you, or the relationship with you, or the connection with you, or the plan with you. Something to do with you. Okay, it could be, especially with that High Priestess coming out, like, you know, they might not have revealed much of anything to their family, especially about their private life. Okay. Don't know why that would be. I imagine there'd be a lot of different reasons as to why that would be. It just depends on who this is that's popping up in your read, Capricorn. Tell me more about that death, please, for Capricorn. Two of Wands, yeah. Picking a path, a direction, which path to go down, because High Priestess reversed, that's like the genie is out of the bottle, and once it's out of the bottle, that there is no putting it back in. Okay, so this is somebody who is very secretive by nature. And for whatever reason, they don't trust their family. They really, really don't. And once they've told their family about you, there's no going back on it then. Death. That's literally death and rebirth. Okay, that's the kind of change that you can't go back on it. You know, it's a permanent change. And also in this deck, it's the Phoenix as well. Tell me more about that death, rebirth, please. Temperance, yeah. Sagittarius energy. Timing, something about the timing. Whoever this is, that they're waiting for the right time. They're currently in this awkward transition stage, right, with that death energy. That is a really deep healing, very sort of, if you can imagine, I'm getting something else that's coming through here. Capricorn, whoever this is, they have got very difficult family members, very closed-minded family members. They're extremely worried about saying something to their family, specifically when it pertains to you. Okay, again, for whatever reason. Once they reveal who they truly are to their family, they're saying, I can't go back on it with that Phoenix energy. You know, once it's done, it's permanent. That is literally the whole point of the Phoenix. And this Two of Wands, the fact that you got this Two of Wands out twice, usually that's all about having a choice but being at a crossroads and struggling to make a decision. Should I, shouldn't I? I do feel a lot of restrictions with this Two of Wands. And the truth, it's like, again, someone's wanting to speak their truth, but they feel unable to. Even though they know that it's the right thing to do, they still feel in a lot of ways like they're being backed into a corner. And that could be you, Capricorn. You could be feeling like you're being backed into a corner. Ten of Swords. Yeah, something needs to end. The death and the rebirth process. The Devil. Capricorn energy. Yeah, Capricorn, you need to end something. Something has been left swinging in the wind here. And it's like, whatever move is taken next, either by you or the person that you're dealing with, it's going to be permanent. And it could potentially end something. It could be saying that someone is going to view you much differently once the genie's out the bottle. You know, someone's going to be very shocked at this news, at this information. You could be the one that's really shocked by whatever news this is. I mean, we started off your read with somebody feeling that urge to apologize to you and heal things with you. That could be that shock that ends the deadlock that you two are currently in. That could be what this read is all about. You have to understand, it's difficult for me to make sense of it because obviously it's not my energy, it's not my story, so it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Why that Two of Wands, please, for Capricorn? Okay. Six of Swords, yeah. Someone leaving their past baggage behind. Somebody's making sure that their past is cleaned up as much as possible before they start coming in towards you. All right, this is an individual who is very thoughtful, very considerate, and basically that they don't want you dragged down into whatever mess it is that they've got going on. The Two of Cups, yeah. This is something to do with a partnership or a relationship. Queen of Cups, Three of Cups, Six of Wands, Four of Wands. There's a lot of potential here, Capricorn. Yeah, you've even got the Sun. But this beautiful new beginning with whoever this is, again, it could be a business partnership or it could be romantic, right? This new beginning, it is going to cause ructions between your person and somebody else. Because I am telling you, somebody needs to end something first before they can have this with you. I mean, honestly, there is so much potential here. Potential for growth, abundance, possibly marriage as well for some of you. Celebrations. This is going to make you really, really happy that there is some kind of meeting or gathering or reconciliation here that is genuinely going to make you really, really happy. But there's that shadow though in the background. I don't know what that shadow is. Again, that shadow is going to be different for all of you. It could be the opinions of others for some of you. It could be the fact that someone else is currently ending a situation elsewhere. But there is definitely that shadow though. What else for Capricorn, please? Oh, Celestial Gatekeeper, timing is critical, and meditation improvements require persistence. Right, so obviously I'm not going to have time to get the full healing message for both of these, so we're going to take this one totally intuitively and then we'll get the full message from that one there. Okay, right, meditation improvements require persistence. So with this one, of course, it's all about meditation. Meditation is about going within to find the answers. Okay, so how to deal with this situation? It sounds like a cop-out, but it actually isn't. Your higher self has got the solution in how to deal with this already. It just requires you to meditate. Now, some of you might have given up on meditation because you probably felt like it wasn't working for you. No information was coming through, and it's saying be persistent with your meditation techniques, your meditation routine, and after that routine has been settled, you will find that your messages do start to come through. Okay, it's all about persistence and routine. All right, and then number 7, let's have a look. Clear your focus, timing is critical. The eagle is considered a sacred animal in many cultures. Unafraid of confrontation, the resilience and unshakable confidence and courage the eagles demonstrate ensure that their presence is felt. Their commanding and majestic presence, soaring high above the land below, demands your respect when you reside or walk within it. Flying in between the realms of earth and spirit, these majestic animals are celestial gatekeepers, transporting spiritual communication between the heavenly gateways. Eagles have always been closely associated with spiritual higher powers. Many cultures revere eagles as sacred birds that empower the people below them. Many ancient and modern cultures adopt the eagle as their spiritual icon. Freedom and wisdom these majestic birds are representing is inspiring. These predatory birds rely upon their vision and ability to read wind currents to survive their natural habitats. Right now, you require a clear focus of what's ahead of you. Your timing is critical. While you may have a sense of urgency, it is important for you not to rush. Think about the issue or the circumstances carefully before you act. Ensure that you have planned your forward process. All decision making needs to be carefully considered before you jump in prematurely. Make sure that you have all of the facts in front of you. Eagles are deeply connected to the celestial realm, as are you. Be aware of the eagle's subtle messages as they're encouraging you to raise and elevate your vibration to build a divine relationship, a celestial pathway with a higher source. Pay attention to dense or lower energies so you can learn how this interaction affects your personal energy. Okay, so basically it's saying for some of you, like with this situation that's playing out in your tarot, right, for a lot of you, there is some kind of divine orchestration that's going on in this read, whether it be a business partnership or romantic, right? It's divinely orchestrated somehow. And what it's saying is to be aware of anybody around you who is what's referred to as a low vibe. So, you know, the types of people who have got nothing good to say about anybody, they're constantly criticising everybody else. The exact reasons as to why someone in this read is not very forthcoming with their family about what's currently going on with them, because their family members are these low vibe, closed-minded, restrictive individuals, you know. So someone is definitely dealing with those types of people, and this card here is saying, look, be mindful of sharing your energy with individuals like that, because their aura is like a toxic cloud that drags everyone else down with them. You know, just spending an hour in their company can make you feel really tired and drawn out and depressed as well. You know, that their toxic aura literally affects everybody that is in their close vicinity. So honestly, yeah, try if you can to stay away from people like that. And if you do have to spend any sort of time with anyone like that, make sure that you cleanse after, you know, ground your energies again. Do everything that you can just to sort of try and cleanse it all away. It says the shadow aspect of this card is dismissive, disrespectful, and procrastinator. So yeah, it's likely that you know, certain family members are embodying those shadow aspects of, you know, being dismissive, disrespectful, trying to tell you what's good for you instead of allowing you to make up your own mind. Okay, the sacred crystal is apholite. The angel assistance is Archangel Galileo, which pertains to joy, elevating consciousness. And then the positive affirmation is, I resonate with divine order. My soul is activated to the highest vibration. Yeah. Okay, really interesting because of the intense energies as well. It's like whatever this is that somebody has to say to you, Capricorn, or that your person has to tell their family, or that you have to tell your family, whatever this is life-changing. Now, initially it's going to sting, I'm not going to lie, purely because of the type of individuals that you're dealing with, that their closed-mindedness. But it ultimately is going to end up for the best. It really, really is. So Capricorn, please. Sadness. Allow yourself the space to feel miserable. Mourn what has been lost or what cannot be. If you don't take the time now, then your sadness will catch up with you later when you're least expecting it. Yeah. So for some of you, potentially, your relationship might well cost your relationship with your family. For some of you, like that's what I'm seeing in this read. Or the person that you're dealing with, if this is about a relationship. Something is absolutely coming to an end, but you're being told it needs to come to an end. It has to. So make sure that you give yourself the time and space that you require to grieve whatever it was that had to come to an end. I mean, this could also be like a coming of age read as well, Capricorn. You know, it doesn't have to be business or romantic. This could be you realizing, say, for example, if you have children, you could be feeling sad, the fact that your children are now grown up and independent, and you realize that they don't actually need to depend on you anymore. You know, it could be that there is definitely an element of bittersweetness. Okay, so yes, it's sad that something's had to change, but equally that there's a really good result at the end of it. An exhaustion, yeah. That was the first energy that I felt for you. Long and challenging as this journey is, it is worth the struggle. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. That's that bittersweet. The results are long-term and worth every sacrifice made along the way. Yeah. It's strange. You'll need to let me know what this is about, Capricorn. Okay, right, so I'm pulling out the swearing cards. If anybody is easily offended at swearing, then you don't have to listen. If you have enjoyed my content, then maybe consider hitting the notifications bell, and that way you'll be alerted every time I upload a brand new video. Okay, believe in yourself with an intense ferocity. Yeah. People can only believe in you so much. You have to take it to the next level. Sometimes others will poo-poo your goals and dreams. Be fierce, take charge, and show your pride. Yeah. Capricorn, either you or the person that you're dealing with are trying to grapple with individuals who are not, they're not fighting in the same team as they are. You know, that somebody is constantly being heavily criticized by people that they genuinely do love, and that's why it hurts. That's why it hurts, because the people who are supposed to cheer you on are just sitting there constantly degrading and criticizing. It is going to hurt to say goodbye to those people. But ultimately you're being told sacrifices are going to need to be made along the way, Capricorn. At some point, you're going to have to put yourself first, regardless of who they are to you or what their relationship is to you. Ultimately, you do need to put your future in a position of being a priority. It's difficult, really, really is difficult. I will say I've been in very similar situations myself in the past. And in the long run, it genuinely was the best thing I ever did. Cutting certain people off, cutting them out completely. It genuinely was the best thing I ever did. Because now I look back at that situation with a different perspective, which is what you're going to be doing with that eagle energy. And you can see that actually the people that you were dealing with were very, very likely very mentally unwell. Possibly even very narcissistic. Psychopathic for some of you. Very interesting read. Very, very best of luck to you, Capricorn, and to your person as well. Whoever's resonating with that read. But just remember what this read is telling you, right? Sacrifices, they do need to be made along the way, but ultimately when you look back on this in the future, you're going to realize that you made the correct decision, because what you actually sacrificed, it wasn't worth holding on to anyway, you know. Wow. Okay, so that is what I have for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so can be found in my description box and in my pinned comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.